This video will make it impossible for people to read you. Most people believe strength is loud, a raised voice, a clenched jaw, a room that goes silent when they walk in. Machiavelli understood something far more dangerous. Real power has no expression at all. It is the face that gives nothing away, the pause before the answer, the calm that makes other people nervous because they cannot tell what it's hiding. This video is not about confidence. Confidence can be read. Confidence can be predicted. This is about becoming unreadable, the kind of presence that makes people choose their words more carefully around you, without knowing why. Stay until the end. The third mechanism is the one almost no one uses correctly. The reframe. When your face stops confessing, your life stops being negotiated for you. You stop reacting. You stop explaining. You stop performing your feelings for an audience that was never on your side. You begin to notice something strange. The less you reveal, the more people reveal to you. They fill silence with information. They narrate their own intentions just to break the tension. And you simply watch. This is the discipline Machiavelli circled for 500 years, without ever naming it outright. The prince does not wear his plans on his face. He wears whatever face keeps the room comfortable enough to keep talking. What you'll learn in this breakdown: why your face is the first thing people weaponize against you, the difference between hiding emotion and controlling its release, how silence gathers information faster than questions do, why readable people are managed, not respected, the Machiavellian use of delay, answering later than expected, on purpose, how to let people misjudge you, and why that's an advantage, the one habit that makes you feel calmer and look untouchable. The cold insight. Machiavelli's cold insight. People do not fear what you feel. They fear what they cannot predict about what you feel. The moment your reaction becomes reliable, it becomes a lever. Pull it, and you respond the same way every time. That is not passion. That is a switch someone else installed in you. The world does not punish emotion. It punishes emotion delivered on schedule. The parable. There is an old story, half history, half legend, about a Renaissance court advisor who was insulted publicly by a rival in front of the prince he served. The rival expected fury. He had prepared for fury. He had an answer ready for fury. The advisor said nothing. He simply looked at the rival for 3 full seconds longer than was comfortable, then turned back to his wine, as though the insult had already been forgotten. Within a week, the rival was undone, not by the advisor's hand, but by his own confusion. He had spent the insult with no return. He didn't know if he'd won or lost, so he began making decisions to find out. Every decision he made to test the silence gave the advisor more information and cost the rival more standing. The lesson was never about the insult. It was about who controlled what happened after it. The 4 mechanisms. Mechanism 1, the delay. Every reaction has a reflex version and a chosen version. The reflex version is instant, and it belongs to whoever provoked you. The chosen version arrives a beat later, and it belongs to you. That single beat, the pause before you respond, is where all your power lives. Practice it small, in traffic, in group chats, in meetings. Let the first 3 seconds pass unclaimed. Mechanism 2, the half-truth of the face. You do not need a blank face. A blank face is suspicious. You need a face that shows something, just never the thing that matters. Let people read mild amusement while you calculate. Let them read patience while you decide. Give them a true emotion, at the wrong depth. A shallow, real reaction is more convincing than a fake, deep one. Mechanism 3, letting them misjudge you. The most dangerous rooms are the ones where you are underestimated. Machiavelli's princes rarely corrected an enemy's bad information about them. A misjudged opponent is a relaxed opponent. Relaxed opponents make mistakes. Correcting someone's low opinion of you costs you the only advantage it gave you. Mechanism 4, the withheld question. Most people ask the question the moment they think of it. This hands the room a preview of what you noticed and how you noticed it. The unreadable mind holds the question until it's needed, sometimes never asking it at all, because by then, the answer has already revealed itself in someone else's behavior. Watching what people do when they think you've stopped watching tells you more than anything they will ever say to your face. If you've ever bitten your tongue in a room and felt more powerful for it, comment, "I stay unreadable." Like this, if your calm has ever made someone else more nervous than you were. How to build this. This is not a personality. It is a rehearsed habit, and it degrades under pressure unless you practice it in low-stakes moments first. Start with delay. In your next 5 disagreements, take Take one full breath before replying. Notice how the other person fills that gap, with justification, with softening, with more information than they intended to give. Then work on expression. Choose one calm, mild, slightly amused expression and default to it whenever you feel a stronger reaction underneath. Let that be the mask you reach for automatically, so it never looks assembled in the moment. Finally, resist the urge to correct people's misreading of you. Every time you explain yourself to be better understood, you are handing back the exact advantage this entire practice was built to protect. Who is this for? This is for you if you over-explain yourself in moments that don't deserve an explanation. Your face tells people how to negotiate with you before you've said a word. You're tired of your reactions being used to predict and control you. You want stillness that reads as strength, not suppression. Remember this law. The weak mind reacts on contact. The average mind explains itself into a corner. The composed mind waits one breath longer than expected, but the dangerous mind says nothing and lets the silence do the negotiating. Subscribe for more Machiavellian psychology, strategic composure, and the mindset shifts that make you harder to read and harder to move.